Hi learners! In today's video, you will learn how to choose the right method in solving two problems asking for the same thing, but with different set of information given. The video focuses on the application of right triangles in solving problems in real life. Strategies in analyzing and solving the problem related to the topic, together with how the calculator is used in getting the answer are showcased to let you gain an understanding on how these are done so that you will be able to successfully answer geometry problems similar to this in the future. If your lesson is on right triangles and their applications, together with triangle similarity and trigonometric ratios, or if you have an assignment on these topics, or if you are preparing for a test in math, or a test in geometry in particular, or you are someone who is interested in learning math, then this video is for you. Recall that similar triangles have corresponding angles that are congruent and corresponding sides that have the same ratios. In right triangles, once one acute angle of several right triangles has the same measure, all these right triangles having the same acute angle measure will be similar. That is certain from AA similarity. The equality of the corresponding ratios of similar right triangles, like what we have here, where AC over BC equals EG over FG equals HJ over IJ, forms proportions that allow for finding the length of the missing side. Let us work on this sample problem so you will know how to apply this concept in solving a problem. Let's go. Here's the problem. Sample problem 1. Marvin is standing near a tree. The diagram below shows Marvin's shadow and the shadow of the tree. What is the height x of the tree to the nearest tenth in feet? A figure is given. Option A, 7.9 feet. Option B, 9.7 feet. Option C, 45.6 feet. Option D, 46.5 feet. As usual, we begin by reading the whole problem and may read it several times when needed to know what we're looking for, to determine what are given, and to figure out how the given information help find what we're looking for. What is asked in the problem, learners? You are right. We're asked to find the height of the tree. What are given? We're given diagram showing Marvin, the tree, and their shadows. We will examine the given diagram. Look at it closely, learners. What geometric figures do you see? You're correct. A triangle. How many triangles do you see? Okay, so there are two triangles. One is the triangle formed by the tree shadow, and the imaginary line connecting the tip of the tree shadow and top of the tree. The other one is the triangle formed by Marvin's shadow, and the imaginary line connecting the tip of Marvin's shadow and top of Marvin's head as shown. We will reproduce these triangles so you will be able to see them clearly. Now I hope you understand where we got these two triangles. We will work on these triangles for now and just go back to the original diagram when needed. Now on the larger triangle, the tree forms a 90-degree angle with the ground. On the smaller triangle, Marvin forms a 90-degree angle with the ground. We will reflect this on these extracted triangles by putting boxes on where the 90-degree angles are. Look at the original diagram that is given. Here are two acute angles. They have the same measures, for the smaller triangle is exactly on top the larger one at this point. We will reflect this information on the triangles by putting arcs in both acute angles. Let's go. Look at the triangles again. with two pairs of corresponding angles that are congruent, we're certain that the triangles are similar by AA. Can you follow, learners? We will label the two triangles with what are given in the problem. Now, we clearly see the two right triangles that are similar. Because they're similar, the ratios of the corresponding sides are equal. Do you agree? The side labeled with x and 6 feet correspond each other. We write a ratio for this as the 19 feet side and the 2.5 feet side correspond each other. We also write a ratio for this as 19 over 2.5. Now, the ratios of the corresponding sides are equal since the two triangles are similar. These ratios form proportions that allow for finding the length of the missing side. Thus, x over 6 is equal to 19 over 2.5. Cross multiplication gives us 2.5x equals 19 times 6, which is equal to 2.5x equals 114. Dividing both sides by 2.5 gives the value of x. So x is equal to 45.6 feet. Bingo, we have an answer. The height of the tree is 45.6 feet. So, what is our answer, learners? Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? Okay, so the answer is option C. I hope you were able to understand why we use triangle similarity. In particular, right triangle similarity in solving the height of the tree on this problem. Okay, let us consider this time sample problem 2. Here's the problem. Gabby is also near the same tree, but on the other side. He is 27.4 feet from the tree and is sighting the top of the tree with an angle of elevation of 59 degrees as shown on the diagram. He is tasked to find the height of the same tree. How will he solve for the height of the tree to the nearest tenth in feet? Show how he will work out the problem. A figure is given. As usual, we begin by reading the whole problem and may read it several times when needed to know what we're looking for, to determine what are given, and to figure out how the given information help find what we're looking for. What is asked in the problem, learners? The problem asks for the height of the tree and how to solve for it. What are given? A diagram is given with Gabby at 27.4 feet from the tree and is sighting the top of the tree with an angle of elevation of 59 degrees. Okay, let us look at the diagram this time. What geometric figure do you see? You're right, a triangle. Now, we assume that the tree creates a 90-degree angle with the ground, so we will reflect this on the drawing. Now, what type of triangle do you see here? You are correct, a right triangle. Remember that we are to find the height of the tree. Can we solve this using right triangle similarity, just like what we did earlier? Okay, so we can't, for there is only one right triangle involved here. For us to be able to use triangle similarity, we must at least have two triangles. What method do you think will help us find the height of the tree? You're correct, trigonometric ratios. But how do you know that we are to use trigonometric ratios here? Okay, so here, the situation is represented with one triangle only. Also, we're given an angle of elevation, which represents as the reference angle in trigonometric ratios. More so, there is only one known side. Okay, since we are to solve the problem by applying trigonometric ratios, we start by putting an eye to represent Gabby, the observer, where the angle of elevation or the reference angle is. Watch the video on trig ratios for a detailed discussion on trigonometric ratios and how sides are labeled. The link is down below. We will now label the sides of the triangle with known value and the side that we are looking for. Let's go. We start the side opposite the reference angle and label it as opposite side. Then, we label the side next to the reference angle, the adjacent side. Learners, do you recall the three trigonometric ratios? Here again are the trigonometric ratios, where theta is the reference angle. Now, which of the three trigonometric ratios contain the opposite side and adjacent side? You are correct, tangent ratio. So we start by writing the ratio. So tangent theta is equal to opposite side over adjacent side. This is the ratio that will help us solve the problem. Next, we plug in the values like the reference angle, which is the angle of elevation in the problem, then the opposite side, and the adjacent side. Thus, we have tangent 59 degrees is x over 27.4. Cross multiplication gives us x is equal to 27.4 times tangent 59 degrees. At this point, we will use a calculator. We will use a TI-84 calculator. After turning the calculator on, set the calculator to degree mode. This is how to do it. Heat mode. This is what you see on the screen. Next, scroll down by hitting the arrow down to radian, then hit the right arrow to degree. This is now what you see on the screen. With this on the screen, hit enter. Then clear the screen by hitting clear. The calculator is now ready for use. Again, the equation that we want to solve is x is equal to 27.4 times tangent 59 degrees. We now type on our calculator exactly what the expression on the right side of the equation is, except for degree, for our calculator is already set in the degree mode. Okay, we type 27.4, then hit tangent, type 59, then hit close parentheses. This is what you see on your calculator now. With the image on the calculator, hit enter. This is now what you see on the screen of your calculator. So x is equal to 45.6. The height of the tree is therefore 45.6 feet. This is the same answer that we got earlier on sample problem 1. Again, the required work is as follows. Where x is the height of the tree. Remember, these learners, having different sets of given information lead you to different ways of solving the same problem. There you are, learners. I hope you acquired lots of learnings in today's video. Let us then summarize what we have learned in today's video. We have learned that, first, similar triangles have corresponding angles that are congruent and corresponding sides that have the same ratios. Second, the equality of the corresponding ratios for similar right triangles forms proportions that allow for finding the lengths of the missing sides. Third, the three trigonometric ratios are sine theta is equal to opposite side over hypotenuse, cosine theta is equal to adjacent side over hypotenuse, tangent theta is equal to opposite side over the adjacent side, where theta is the reference angle. Fourth, different sets of given information lead you to different ways of solving this same problem. Fifth, when solving a problem, you must read it and may read it several times if needed to know what you're looking for, to determine what are given, and to figure out how the given information helps find what you're looking for. Sixth, when a figure is given, make use of it and modify when needed. It is there to help you analyze and solve the problem. There you are, learners. Hope this video helps. That's it for now. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to your peers so others will learn too. Bye!